we go. Hey there everybody, it's a nasty one here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Buzzards franchise here in year number 5. Last episode was the first doubleheader episode of the season where we took on the Nemesis, and we defeated them and swept both games, 9-6 and 9-8. We blew leads early in both games, but managed to rally back to defeat the Nemesis, each time taking 9 runs to do it, as we got the win off of their tiring starter in the first game, and then off their bullpen at the end of the second game when we were down to our last out. With those 2 wins, we're now back at 500 on the year, at 5-5 in 3rd place in the division, and we're taking on the 2nd place Crocodons today here in another doubleheader episode. This is the last 2 games of a 5-game road series, which is the last major road trip that we have for the year. Then the rest of the season has 3 games at home and 1 on the road. Okay. Alrighty, pitching matchup here for the first game. It is a pitching matchup that we've seen already this season. Emily Bonventre versus Carrie Wayward. For us, Bonventre comes in at 1-1, a 3.46 ERA and a 1.15 WHIP. And for the Crocodons, Carrie Wayward will come in at 2-0, 3.07 ERA and a 1.02 WHIP. In the previous meeting that these two faced off, Wayward came out victorious. Crocodons won that game 8-5. Look at the lineup here for Game 1. Winkelson will lead us off in center field. Boyd is at shortstop, batting second. Worrymore will be in right, batting third. Swiner on left is locked in, batting fourth. Batting fifth at third base, locked in Marion Doherty. Batting sixth, rookie second baseman Class Diaz. Batting seventh, rookie first baseman Atticus Macias. Batting eighth, backup catcher Ernie Blings in for the 10th Oliver. And batting ninth, the pitcher Emily Bonventre. Let's get it on. Gonna be another long episode here today, people, so get yourself some snacks, get yourself something to drink, and strap in. You're going for a long, long ride. Alright, so we failed to capitalize on the Crocodons' weak starting pitching the first time we played them this year, so we're looking to jump out on them early. If we can do that, we'll have a much better chance of winning. Alrighty, Winkelson, Boyd, and Worrymore due up first here against Wayward. Winkelson on the year, center fielder hitting .484. He's got 3 RBIs to his credit so far this season. Closer look at Wayward's numbers here on the year. We already know she's 2-0 with the 3.07 ERA and the 1.02 WHIP. 5 earned runs given up in her 2 starts. She's thrown 14 2/3 innings, so just over 7 innings a start. 14 hits surrendered, 2 homers, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Batting average against for her on the year is the third lowest in the starting rotation at .259. That's pretty good for a pitcher of Wayward's caliber. Alright, let's get it on. Winkelson ready? Here we go. First pitch grounded in the hole to second. Cardenas on the backhand. 1 out. Now to bring up Boyd, the rookie shortstop, hitting .382 with an RBI on the year. Contact versus right-hander and inside pitch active here for Boyd. Cutter up and away is called a strike. Going 1. Change up away in there, 0-2. Change up in there, strike 3 called. I thought that was outside. First punch out for Wayward, 2 down in the inning, or the right fielder. Spool hitting .400 on the year with 2 homers and 11 RBIs on the season. Curveball at the knees, grounded at the middle on the first pitch, backhanded by Cardenas. Easy play to first. That is a 1-2-3 inning for Wayward on only 5 pitches. Bottom 1, we're scoreless. Wanga, Cardenas, and Akuro due up first for the Crocs. Right fielder Narub Wanga leads off, hitting .268, 2 homers, 8 RBIs on the year for him. Bonventre's numbers on the year, she's 1-1, a 3.46 ERA and a 1.15 WHIP. She's given up 5 earned runs in her 2 starts, totaling 13 innings. So she's averaging 6 1/3 innings to start. 2 homers given up on 11 hits with 4 walks and 12 strikeouts. Batting average against right now is the lowest actually in the starting rotation for her at .229 when she threw 8 quality innings last time out. This was her longest start of her career. Lineup for the Crocs today looks like this here in Game 1. Wanga leading off. Cardenas locked in at second base. Then it's Akuro at batting third and center. Leanne Drive is locked in over at first base in the cleanup slot. Finley Sosa behind the dish will bat 5th. Batting 6th is the shortstop Madoka Hayata today, getting the start over Carlton Starr. Batting 7th at third base, the 10th Mario Mustachio. Batting 8th, left fielder Rolf Borgener. And batting 9th is Wayward, the pitcher. Pitch from bomb entry, fastball down in the way, strike called at 100. We're on underway. Slider middle in, strike called. It's quickly 0-2. Seam up and in, high, 1-2. Up and away, way outside, 2-2. Curveball down, check swing in the dirt, full count. Fastball down and in, and that is a 4-6 pitch walk as Wonga works it back from 0-2 to earn that walk. Lead off man on, and that'll bring up second baseman Demi Cardenas, who's locked in, hitting .256 on the year with 3 homers and 10 RBIs. First pitch fastball in the dirt, blocked off of Blings' glove, and that will allow Wonga to get the second unopposed. That was a wild pitch. RBI dud now active here for Cardenas. Second pitch curveball grounded in the hole to third. Backhanded by Daugherty up the line. She'll fire to first. 1 out. Wonga holds it second, and that'll bring up center fielder Fungo Curo, hitting .286. 3 RBIs on the year for Fungo. First pitch slider up. Hitting the gap, left center field. Hit pretty well. Swiner lays out, makes a nice catch. Great play by Big Country on the warning track. 2 down. Wonga tags and get to third, though. He's 90 feet away from scoring as locked in first baseman Leanne Drive comes up. Cleanup hitter hitting .318 this year, 3 homers, 10 RBIs. Crocs chose with Drive here for her 5th year despite hitting under .220 last year. Looking like it was the correct move as Drive has bounced back in a big way this season. It's 4-seamer at the knees, that's line to short. Boyd leaps, makes the catch, and the rookie saves a run. To the second leadoff walk for the Crocs, but they do not score. We're scoreless. Swiner, Daugherty, and Diaz do up against Wayward. Left fielder Buck Swiner leading off. He's locked in, hitting .333, 2 homers, 6 RBIs on the year. Homered the last 2 games in a row as he's looking to do it a 3rd time today. Curveball bounces in the dirt from Wayward, 1-0. Cutter is high, 2-0 to Buck. About ready to crank. That's low on the changeup, 3-0. Slider outside, ball 4. That is a 4-pitch walk as Buck will reach. Going to bring up Daugherty, locked in third baseman, hitting .500 on the year. 1 homer, 6 RBIs for the sophomore player. Changeup at the knees is a called strike. Going 1. Cutter high, 1-1. High again, 2-1. Curveball hangs. Daugherty punishes that to center. It's off the base of the wall, and that is extra bases for Daugherty. Swiner coming around third. He will score on the double. It is 1-0 Buzzards. 7th RBI of the year there for Daugherty as we have an early lead. Brings up rookie second baseman class in .308. 4 homers, 8 RBIs on the year. Curveball in the dirt. Ball 1 is Wayward is no longer locked in. Change up low, 2-0. Slider down and in is a strike, 2-1. Change up outside, 3-1. Cut up and away, line to right. That's going to go right to Wonga, 1 out. Next up, Macias. He's hitting .421, 3 homers, 8 RBIs. Slider inside, misses, ball 1. Cutter up and in high, 2-0. Slider up and in, Macias late on the windup. He'll sky it out to left field to the wall. Bergner will make the catch for the 2nd out. Runner draws the throw and retreats. 2 down, runner in scoring position for Blings. Catcher batting in the 8th slot today. High pitch active form still, hitting .389. 1 homer, 5 RBIs on the year for Ernie. Cutter down and in is a called strike, going 1. Change up at the knees, rip foul. A little early on the swing, 0-2 the count to Ernie. Change it down and in, grounder to first, one hopper to drive. She'll make the play, and that does end the inning. But the Buzzards score on the RBI double by Doherty, 1-0 to the bottom of the second. Sosa, Hayata, and Mustachio due up against Bonventre. Leading off is catcher Finley Sosa, hitting .269, 1 homer, 2 RBIs on the year. First pitch to him, curveball at the knees, strike called, 0-1. Cutter up and away, high, 1-1. Two-seamer at the knees, fouled off, 1-2. Slider up and in, swung through it, strike 3. First punch out here for Bonventre. One down, and that'll bring up shortstop Madoka Hayata, hitting .333. 3 RBIs on the year for the normal backup third baseman. Getting a rare start today is Hayata. Normally is a pinch runner or hitter. First pitch fastball line in the gap, right center. That is going to be down. Good diving stop by Worrymore, as that'll hold Hayata to just a single. One down, runner at first after the first hit of the game for the Crocs. That'll bring up Mustachio. Third baseman is tense right now. Hitting .273, 2 homers, 4 RBIs on a bit of a downturn here. First pitch to him, slider away. Strike called, 0-1. Singer up and in. That's high, 1-1. Curveball down and in. Inside, 2-1. Two-seamer up and away. High, 3-1. Cutter down and away. Strike called. It's a full count. Four-seamer down and in. Runner goes. Line to third. Hit and run. Doherty fields it on 1 hop. She'll fire to first to get the second out of the inning as the runner advances to second. Now to bring up Borgener, left fielder, hitting .371, 2 homers, 6 RBIs for Rolf on the year. RBI spot for him here. First pitch to him, curveball down and in, grounded up the middle. Diaz dives out of his reach into center, that is base hit. Winkelson comes up throwing. It is going to be cut by Macias since that's an RBI for Rolf. It is 1-1 as Crocs tie it up immediately. That'll bring up pitcher Kerry Wayward, hitting .429 on the season. Runner at first with 2 down here. First pitch curveball down and away, in the dirt, ball 1. Pick out first, nothing doing. Cutter down and in, check swing low, 2-0. Four-seamer middle of the plate, strike called, 2-1. Two-seamer up, fouled off, 2-2. Cutter up and away. Chased it outside, strike 3. Second punch up for Bonventre today, and that ends the inning. To the third, we are tied at 1 as Borgner drives in a RBI on a 2-out single. To the third, it will be 9-1-2 up for the Buzzards. Pitcher Bonventre, then Winkelson and Boyd. Bonventre leading off, pitcher hitting .200 on the year with an RBI. Cutter down the middle, 0-1. Down the middle again, Bonventre skies it this time to center field. Right there for it is Akuro. He will make a catch, 1 out. Winkelson due up next. He's 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to shortstop. His second base his first time up. Cutter in there, 0-1. Slider outside, 1-1. Cutter up and in, that's check swing high, 2-1. Cutter high, 3-1 to Winkelson. High check swing for Winkelson as he will reach. Runner at first with 1 down. Second walk of the day for Wayward. And that'll bring up Baca Boyd, 0 for 1 today. Struck out looking his first time up. On an outside changeup. Pick off to first, nothing doing as Winkelson's back. Curveball at the knees, skied by Boyd into center field. Back a few steps is Akuro. He will make the catch for the second out. That brings up Worrymore. Right fielder grounding out the second base his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Pick off first, nothing doing. Curveball down and in. Worrymore lines it to left center field. That hangs up just in time for Borgner to run in and make the catch. Bottom 3, we're still tied at 1. Wanga Karshiro due up. Longer leads off the inning. He started the game with a walk and reached third base in the first inning, but did not score. He is now locked in. Curveball inside on the first pitch, skied into left field, hit pretty well. Swiner there for it though, as he's back a few steps. Makes the catch in front of the warning track, 1 out. Next up is Cardenas. She's 0 for 1 today. Two-seamer low, taken, ball 1. Four-seamer down and in. Strike called, 1-1. Slider up and away. Check swing strike called, 1-2. Cutter up and away. Fouled off by Cardenas. We'll do it again. Two-seamer up and in. Check swing high. Good take. 2-2. Third ball away. Line foul. We'll do it again. Slider down and in. Fouled off again. Cardenas is fighting to keep it alive here against Bonventre. Four-seamer up and away. Chased it outside, strike 3. Third punch up for Emily today. 2 down. That's going to bring up a Curo. He's 0 for 1 today. Flew out to left center field his first time up. First pitch two-seamer at the knees. Grounded to first. Macias there for it. Takes it to the bag himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. As a Curo is now tense. To the 4th. We're still tied at 1. Swiner, Doherty, and Diaz do up against Wayward. Swiner leads off the inning here. He drew a walk his first time up and then scored a run on the double by Doherty back in the 2nd inning. We're going to do something here in the 4th. Slider low, ball 1. Cutter high, 2-0. Swiner winds up, takes a curveball outside, 3-0. And that's a 4-pitch walk. It's 8 straight balls Swiner has seen at the plate today. He'll be on with another leadoff walk, 3rd walk of the game for Wayward here in only the 4th inning. Doherty up next, doubled in Swiner last time at the plate. Let's see what she does with this at bat. Cutter away, outside, ball 1. Change it down and in, chop past, drives, diving attempt. Cardenas there to dive for it. Will make the play and get it to first in time as Swiner holds up at 2nd. Runner in scoring position for Diaz. He's 0 for 1. Lined out his first time up. Curveball at the knees. Diaz waits for it and cracks it deep to center field. He hits it pretty well. Going up and looking at it is Curo as he leaps. It is in the nest as it lands over the wall in center field. Home run for Class Diaz. Rookie has his team-leading 5th of the season. It is now 3-1. Good job, Diaz. Bit of a slow start for him, but he's come alive, and that'll bring up Macias. Rookie 0 for 1 today. He flew out the center his first time up. Wayward now tense after the home run ball. Change up inside, misses to Macias. Ball 1. Change up at the knees, turned on by Macias as he wound up and cranked that one over the right field wall. It is in the nest, 4 rows deep. Back-to-back jacks for the Buzzards. 4th time we've done that this season. That is Macias' 4th homer of the year. He now makes it a 4-1 game. Next up, Ernie Blings, 0 for 1 today. Popped out his first time up. Change up inside, strike called this time. Curve up and in, grounder to 2nd, right at Cardenas. Easy 2nd out of the inning. That'll bring up Bonventre. She's over. Popped out her first time up. Curve ball away, flown softly into left field. Easy play for Borgner near the line, and that will end the inning. But the Buzzards get back-to-back jacks from Diaz and Macias as the rookies give us 3 runs in the inning. 4-1 to the bottom of the 4th. Drive, Sosa and Hayata do up here. Leading off is first baseman Leanne Drive. She's 0 for 1 today. First pitch curveball down and away. Fouled off, 0-1. Four-seamer up and in. Chased high, blind softly up the middle. Diaz backhands it on a hop, fires the first, 1 out. Next up is catcher Finley Sosa, 0 for 1 today. First pitch to him, cutter up and away. Outside, ball 1. Two-seamer down and in. Inside, 2-0. Slider down and away. Low, 3-0. Two-seamer down and in. Strike called, 3-1. Ball down and away. Fouled off. Full count now. Cutter up and in. Chased it high. Strike 3. Fourth punch out of the game for Bonventre. 2 down in the inning, and that'll bring up Hayata, who singled her first time up and scored a run. First pitch 2-seamer away. Outside. Ball 1. 4-seamer up and in. Fouled back. 1-1 the count. Slider down and in. Chased inside and fouled off. 1-2 the count. Cutter down and away. Grounded up the first base, over to first base, backhanded by Macias. He will beat Hayata in a foot race to the bag, and that is another 1-2-3 inning for Bonventre. To the 5th, we're still up 3. Winkelson, Boyd, and Worrymore top the lineup, do it for the 3rd time against Wayward. Leading off is Winkelson. He drew a walk last time at the plate, and he's also grounded out to second base. First pitch slider down and in is low. Ball 1. Cutter high. 2-0 the count to Winkelson. Winds up and swings through a cutter down the middle. 2-1. Little amped up on the swing. Changeup is fouled back. 2-2. Cutter up and in. Blooped into left center field. Back Hayata. She will make the catch. 1 out. Next up is Baca Boyd, the shortstop. Rookie 0 for 2 today. He struck out looking, and last time up he flew out to center. Cutter away. Strike called. 0-1. Changeup's outside this time. 1-1. Cutter high. 2-1. Up at the third baseline. Backhanded by Mustachio. An easy second out. Boyd now 0 for 3, and that'll bring up Worrymore. He's 0 for 2. Grounded out his first time at the plate and flew out last time up. Cutter away. Strike called. 0-1. Wayward back to neutral mojo here. Cutter at the knees, 1 hopper to short. Hayata fields it cleanly, and that makes the play to first. That is a 1-2-3 inning for Wayward. Something she desperately needed after the rough 4th inning. Bottom 5. Bottom 3 in the lineup do it for the Crocs. Still down by 3. 4-1 the score. Mustachio leads off. He's 0 for 1 today and tense currently. Bonventre now locked in. Fastball down and in. Check swing inside. Ball 1. Curveball down at the knees. Line to right field. That's going to go right to Worrymore's glove. 1 out. Next up is Rolf Borgener. Left fielder singled in. The only run so far for the Crocs today in his first at bat. 1 for 1. First pitch cutter away is going to be outside. Ball 1. Slider down and away. Just low. 2-0. Good take there by Rolf. Fastball up and in is inside. 3-0. Curveball down and in. Strike called. 3-1. 4-seamer down at the knees. Liner to short. Backhanded by Boyd at his shoe tops. 2 down. Nice play. Next up, Wayward. She's 0 for 1 today. Grounded out her first time up. Switch cutter down and in. Low. Ball 1. 2-seamer away. Outside. Chased anyway. Pop behind the plate. Blings will run it down and make the catch. That is a 1-2-3 inning for Bonventre. It's at a 6th. We're still up 3. Swiner, Doherty, and Diaz do up. Leading off Buck Swiner. He has walked twice today, and he's also scored 2 runs. Very economical day for Buck so far. Yet to have a plate appearance. He's also yet to see a strike. Make that 9 straight balls he's seen today as that cutter is high. Slider low. 2-0. Make it 10. Cutter in there on the outer third. He finally sees a strike on his 11th pitch seen today. 2-1 the count. Dribble up and away. Outside. 3-1. Dribble down and in. Chop at the middle. And Swiner's going to get an infield single as Cardenas will have no play on the speedy outfielder. He's 1 for 1. Leadoff man on again, and that'll bring up Doherty. Flew out last time up. She is 1 for 2 today, though, with an RBI double. Curveball outside, ball 1. Wayward now up over 60 pitches as she's starting to tire out there. 1-0 the count. Why did I move that? Cutter down the middle, 1-1. Curveball in the dirt, bounces, 2-1. Cutter away, Doherty puts a crack into it in the left center field, but she got it off the end of the bat. Borgner will run it down for the first out. Diaz due up next. He hit a 2-run homer last time at the plate to get the scoring started in the 4th inning. 4th team-leading 5th homer of the year for Diaz. He's also had a team-leading 10 RBIs on the season. Cutter middle to plate, lined into center, and Diaz gets his 2nd hit. He's 2 for 3. 1st and 2nd now with 1 down. Buzzards putting the pressure on, and now to bring up Macias. He had a solo home run last time up. He's also flown out. Solo home run was back-to-back there with Diaz in the 4th inning. Change up and in is a called strike, going 1. Curveball middle in, turned on by Macias and lined to right field, but guess what? It's right to Wanga, 2 outs. All right, 2 down, 2 runners on for Blings. Catcher is 0 for 2 today. He is grounded out and flown out. Cutter up, lined into center field. That is going to be a base hit. Coming around 3rd is Swiner. He's going to try and score. He will, as the throw is cut. And Diaz gets the 3rd on the play. It is 5-1 Crocs. RBI there to Blings, his 6th of the year. That is going to bring up Bonventre, who's 0 for 2, and that's going to do it for Carrie Wayward here today as she leaves tense after 5 2/3 innings. She gives up 5 earned runs, 3 walks, and I believe 6 hits, if I'm not mistaken. A couple home run balls as well. She did strike out 1 batter, but unfortunately for her, it's a very rough outing. As coming out of the bullpen first today for the Crocs is OG relief member Woody Yano. Let's take a look at Woody's numbers on the season here. Hello, Hoon. Yes, she did not carry on this time. It was a bit of a rough going for her today. Woody on the year has no record, a 6.43 ERA and a 2.43 whip. In his 7 appearances, he's given up 5 earned runs, 7 innings pitched, 13 hits surrendered, 1 of them a homer. He has walked 4 and struck out 6. Batting average against at .394 on the year. Wayward did give up 6 hits, so 6 hits, 3 walks, 2 home run balls. Rough outing for her. Bonventre 0 for 2 today is now locked in. She has grounded out and flown out. Looking to keep the inning alive. Strike in there 0-1. Slider up and in is high from Woody. 1-1. Swung through a fastball. 1-2 as K-Dot activates. Checks me outside. Good take by Bonventre. 2-2. Fastball way. Bloop to left center field. It gets over Hayata's glove. That's going to be an RBI single for Bonventre. And Blings with his slow speed will still get to 3rd as Akiro has no arm. RBI for Bonventre. It is now 6-1. Run charge to Wayward, and that'll bring up Winkelson. He's 0 for 2. He has walked, however, today. Woody now tense as that fastball is high. Ball 1. High again. 2-0. Swung through a fastball at the letters. 2-1. Fastball middle in, lined into right field softly. That's going to go right to Wanga, and he will make the catch to end the inning. But the Buzzards break it open with 2 more runs here in the 6th to get some more insurance for Bonventre as we knock Wayward out of the game. Bottom 6, we're up 5 now. Wanga, Cardenas, and Akiro. Top of the lineup up for the 3rd time today. Wanga leads off. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk. Still locked in there. This one's 4-seamer down and in. Strike called. 0-1 as Bonventre gets ahead. Slider down and away. Just outside and low. 1-1. Cutter up and in. Inside. 2-1. Seamer up and away. Strike called. 2-2. Ball down and away. Chased it in the dirt. Strike 3. Blings picks it up and fires first in time. That is the 5th punch out today for Bonventre. 1 down, and that'll bring up Cardenas. She's 0 for 2 today. No longer locked in at the plate. First pitch to her is a slider middle in. That is fouled off. 0-1. 2-seamer away. Driven by Cardenas deep to right field. She got some good wood on that one. It is off the top of the wall, not a home run. Worrymore plays the ricochet correctly, and that will hold her to just a single. Cardenas now locked in again as she's now 1 for 3. Just missed a homer by literal inches that time. Next up, Akiro. He's 0 for 2. Grounded out his last time up as he is now tense. First pitch cutter down in the way. Low in the dirt. Ball 1. Seamer up and in. Strike. Ooh, just inside. I thought it was in there. 2-0. Slider down and in. Chop foul. 2-1. Curveball middle away. Fouled off. 2-2. Seamer up and away. Called strike 3. 6 punch up for Bonventre. 2 down. Akira now 0 for 3 today, and that'll bring up Drive, who's 0 for 2. But she is still locked in. Four-seamer up and in. Driven by Drive to center field. She swung on that one, folks. Sitting dead red and hits that off the batter's eyes. It smacks the bottom of the brick wall out there, dead center. 444 feet away. Fourth home of the year for Drive, as that makes it a 6-3 game. Whew, she was ready for that one. Next up, Sosa for 2. Bonventry no longer locked in, as she's up over 70 pitches here now in the tired state. First pitch curveball to Sosa. Strike called at the knees away. 0-1. Four-seamer up and away. Chased outside and fouled off. 0-2. Cutter up and in. Check swing high. Good take. 1-2. Two-seamer down and in. Grounder to third. Daugherty there. She'll make the play to first. That does end the inning, as Bonventry does get through the 6th, but she gives up a 2-run bomb to Leanne Drive. It is now a 6-3 game, as the Crocs are right back in it. To the 7th, Boyd, Worrymore, and Swiner are heart of the lineup, coming up for the Buzzards. Here's Boyd, rookies 0 for 3 today, looking for his first hit in the column. Woody back to neutral mojo after getting out of the jam last inning. Strike in there on the heater, 0-1. Fastball away, hitting the hole to short, backhanded by Hayata. Fires the first, in time, 1 down, as Boyd is now tense. That's going to bring up Spool Worrymore. He is 0 for 3 today, as the right fielder has not had anything go for him. Lined out to right field last time up. Slider drifts outside from Woody, ball 1. Fastball high, 2-0. Fastball swung through it away, 2-1. Fastball away, hard grounder to second, diving Cardenas in the hole. She'll make the stop in time to get Worrymore 2 down. Nice play. Next up's Buck Swiner. He singled last time up and scored a run. He scored 3 times today. He's also reached base on 2 walks. Fastball inside, ball 1. Fastball up and in, line to third, but it's right at Mustachio, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Woody. Bottom 7th, it is still a 6-3 game. Hayata, Mustachio, and Borgener do up. Hayata lead us off the inning, 1 for 2 today with the single. We're going to make a defensive change here. Boyd is coming out. We are going to put in Shane Michael to play shortstop, as Boyd's not really doing anything at the plate today. So let's just bring Michael on now. It's the only move we're going to make right now. Bonventry is going to start the inning, but if she gets into trouble, we will make the move to the pen. Two-seamer down in the way is low, ball 1. Cutter middle away, fouled off by Hayata. 1-1 the count. Curveball middle in, check swing inside, 2-1. Fastball down and in, chased it inside, 2-2. Two-seamer up and away, high, full count. Slider down and away. Line to first, diving Macias over his glove into right field. That is a base hit. Good effort, though. Leadoff woman on. The Crocs in the 7th, and that'll bring up Mustachios 0 for 2 and tense. Speedster over at first will probably steal. Ball as low as it gets away from Macias. Hayata thinks better of it. Good recovery. Fastball inside, chased it, 0-1. Slider up and away. Runner goes outside, throw down by Blings is way late. Easy steal for Hayata as she's in scoring position now. Hayata is 1 for 1 on stolen base attempts this year. That was her first. 1-1 the count here to Mustachios. He took that slider outside. Two-seamer up and in. Chased it inside, 1-2. Curveball down and away. Chased it in the dirt, strike 3. Blings picks it up and fires the first in time. 6th punch out for Bonventry. 7th punch out for Bonventry today. 1 down in the inning, and that'll bring out Borgner. 1 for 2 today with an RBI single earlier. First pitch slider up at the letters. Runner goes, strike called. Throw to third is low and dropped by Daugherty anyway. Hayata was going to have that base stolen no matter what. She's now 2 for 2 today. And 2 for 2 in the season as that slider caught the zone. It is 0-1. Cutter down and in. That is low, 1-1. Fastball up, high, 2-1. Curveball down and away. Grounder to second. Diaz there on the backhand. He'll fire to first in time for the second out, but that is an RBI ground out for Borgner as Hayata scores. It is 6-4, the second RBI of the game for Rolf. He's up to 8 on the season. And the pitcher slot is due up next as the pinch hitter for what do you know is Harmony Strauss, the backup catcher, hitting .217 with a homer and 3 RBIs. Bonventre done here after 6 2/3 innings. She gives up 4 earned runs, so no quality start for her. 5 hits, 1 walk. Solid outing for her. She struck out 7. I'm debating on letting her take this batter, but I think it's smarter if we just, do I need to double switch though? Not really. I'll just let her finish this. Why not? Let her go for it. Four-seamer down low, ball 1. Curl down and in, low, 2-0. Cutter middle in. Grounder up the middle to shortstop. Michael inserted, dives and makes the stop, fires the first in time, and Bonventre gets through the 7th, so she will be done after 7 innings. Yes, he has a very poor sling time. Poor Ernie. I mean, to be fair, Oliver's not much better. He's got a weak arm too, but not as bad as Ernie. Still, he's better than Perez. Ricky McFarland, the left-handed closer specialist, is coming out of the bullpen here as he'll relieve Strauss. To the 8th we go. Daugherty, Diaz, and Macias are due up. Daugherty leads off. She'll have to deal with specialist, unfortunately. 1 for 3 today with an RBI double. She is still locked in to help. Against that, here's McFarland's numbers on the season. Ricky all the way at the bottom here has no record at 2.25 ERA, a 0.75 whip. 1 earned run given up in his 5 appearances. He's gotten 3 saves, 4 innings pitched, 3 hits surrendered, and 2 strikeouts recorded. Batting average against currently at 200 on the year. Yes, McFarland is, Jesus, he's up over 100 in the junk category. Damn. All because he's locked in, too. He's feeling it. And he's got specialist on top of that. Slider is outside, ball 1. I expect to see a lot of that slider. Fastball up, Daugherty hits it into left field. That's off the end of the bat, though, as it's right to Borgener. 1 out. Next up, Diaz. He singled last time at the plate. He's also at a 2-run homer. He's 2 for 3 today. Fastball high, ball 1. Low in the dirt, 2-0. Fastball. Cranked it right in the deck. Oh, God. Diaz is still out, but that's going to knock him out of his locked-in mojo. Jesus. Woo. He's down to 10s, 2 down. Bases empty here for, who's up? Macias. I think he has 1 hit today. He's 1 for 3. Specialist is active, though, despite the now tense nature of McFarland. Fastball outside, ball 1. He did lose some junk now, at least. Slider middle in. Macias lines it to center, but it's going to go right to Akuro, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 8 we go. We're up 2. Wanga, Cardenas, and Akuro due up here. Wanga 0 for 2 today with a walk, hitting .256. No longer locked in as Bonventre is coming out here. She does go 7 innings, giving up the 5 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts recorded, and 4 earned runs. No quality start, but another long outing for the sophomore pitcher, in line for the win as well. We are going to make the double switch here to take Macias out of the game, so the pitcher does not have to be pinch hit for next inning. We're going to have to go to Marshall Cuevas out of the bullpen here, as he has the most stamina left out of everybody. So he'll be appearing in his 3rd straight game here. Macias is going to exit. We're going to bring in Ed Manning. He'll play 3rd base, and we'll move Daugherty over to 1st. Alrighty, looking at Cuevas' numbers on the year. Marshall has no record, a 1.42 ERA and an 0.79 whip. In his 5 appearances, he's recorded 1 save, which he got at the end of last episode, in that 2nd game of the doubleheader against the Nemesis. He's given up 1 earned run, 6 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts recorded, and a batting average against a .217. Yeah, apparently nut shots are not automatic injuries. It is just a detriment to the pitcher's mojo. I think they thought it would be a little unfair if you got taken out for that, although it would be quite funny. Fastball away, fouled off, 0-1. Wanga for the first time using his switch hitter ability today. He'll bat left-handed. Changeup down and in is low, 1-1. Slider down and in, check swing inside, 2-1. Forcing up and away, check swing strike, 2-2. Changeup down and away, chased outside and fouled off. We'll do it again. Four-seamer up and in. Lined up the middle. Base hit for Wanga. His first hit today is 1 for 3. He's on the lead off the 8th. Next up, Cardenas, 1 for 3 today with a single. Backed into locked in mojo after that hit last time up, facing her old teammate Cuevas here. First pitch slider down and away, grounded in the hole to shortstop. Michael backhands it, fires the first in time, 1 out. Nice play. Runner at second now, 1 down. Here's Akiro. He's 0 for 3 today. And he'll be pinch hit for by backup outfielder Ella Royds, the former wide loads hitter. Right fielder hitting .750 on the year with 2 RBIs on the season. And it looks like she is scheduled to stay in the game, as that would move Wonga into center field. I can see it. Wonga is a better fielder than Royds. First pitch slider at the knees. Strike called, 0-1. Four-seamer up and in. Liner to first. Doherty charges, backhands it on a hop. She'll win the foot race to the bag, and that's 2 down as Wonga advances to third. That's going to bring up Drive with the 2-run bomb last time up to put the Crocodiles back in the game. It was her 4th of the year. She's still locked in. Let's see what she does this at bat. First pitch change of 2 down and in is low off of Blings' glove, but it doesn't get far enough away as the runner holds at third. 1-0 the count. Four-seamer down and away. Fouled off. Drive late swung on that one. 1-1. Slider up and in. Fouled off. 1-2 the count. Whiffer now active for Drive here. Change up and away. Popped up to the mound. Cuevas off. He's there for it. Makes the catch, and that ends the inning as he strands the base runner. To the 9th. We're still up 2 as we look for some more insurance. Blings, Manning, and Winkelson due up. Ernie Blings leads off the inning. Catcher 1 for 3 today with an RBI single earlier. Specialist active still for McFarland here. High pitch still active. And Royds, as I predicted, stays in the game in right field as Wonga is in center. Fastball outside. Ball 1. Fastball up. Line to third. Right. 1 hopper to Mustachio who makes the pick. Fires the first. 1 out. Next up is Ed Manning. Third baseman's hitting 1,000 on the air with an RBI. Specialist active against him as well here, unfortunately. Slider middle in, grounded up the middle. Manning has a base hit as he finds it past the diving Cardenas. Keeps his 1,000 batting average intact. Manning on at first with 1 down for Winkelson. He's 0 for 3 today with a walk. Slider middle in, Winkelson swings and skies at the center. In on it now is Wonga. He will make the catch, 2 down. And that is going to bring up shortstop Chain Michael, getting his first at bat of the game. He's part of the double switch last inning with the pitcher. He's hitting .333 with 1 RBI on the year. Fastball outside, strike called, 0-1. Runner goes. Fastball high, misses, throw down. Just in time, and that nails Manning to end the inning. Decent attempt, but what are you going to do? Bottom 9, it is 6-4 still. Sosa, Hayata, and Mustachio due up. Manning now 0 for 1 on stolen base attempts this season. Last chance for the Crocs. They need 2 to keep the game alive. Sosa leading off 0 for 3 today and tense. Cuevas is going for the 2-inning save. First pitch changeup at the knees. Strike called, 0-1. Four-seamer up and away. Outside, 1-1. Changeup down and in. Fouled off, 1-2. Four-seamer up and in. High and inside, 2-2. Slider down and away. Check swing outside. Good take. Full count now. Four-seamer down and away. Chased it low. Strike 3 versus punch up for Cuevas today. 1 out. Next up, Hayata. 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Slider away. Strike called. 0-1. Changeup up and in. Fouled off. 0-2. Four-seamer middle away. Strike 3 called on the corner. Back-to-back Ks for Cuevas to start the 9th. Last chance for the Crocs is Mustachio. He is 0 for 3 today and tense. 2 down, nobody on. Slider up and in. Strike called, 0-2. Change it down and in. Inside, 1-2 the count. Four-seamer up and away. Outside, 2-2. Slider down and away. Check swing outside, full count now. Change up middle in. Rip foul, Mustachio keeps it alive. Slider up and away. Fouled off again, we'll keep it going here. Payoff pitch coming one more time. Fastball middle in. Check swing inside, ball 4. Stasio extends the inning as that brings the tying run to the plate in Borgner. RBI ground out last time at the plate. He is 1 for 3 today with a single and 2 RBIs total. First pitch 4-seamer middle in. Skied into left field. Swiner back a few steps. Now over to his left, calls for it, and he'll put it away, and that ends the game as the Buzzards win again. 6-4 the final here in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Third win in a row for the Buzzards now as we're above 500 for the first time since, well, opening day. Let's be real here. Good close game. It's pretty good game all around. Solid pitching performance for Bonventre. Decent offensive performance as well. Can't complain all told. Although I would have liked the top of our lineup to actually get some hits. Hitless today, Winkelson, Boyd, and Worrymore. Also, Cuevas, who did not get to bat. Also, Shane Michael, he didn't get to finish his at-bat as the runner was thrown out trying to steal. 2-run homer today for Class Diaz. He was followed on a back-to-back homer by Macias. He had a solo shot. And Daugherty, RBI double. Blings, RBI single. And Bonventre, an RBI single as well. GG, thank you, Hoon, thank you. For the Crocs today, 2 RBIs on the home run by Drive, and 2 homers today for Borgner, 1 on a single, 1 on a ground out. Only 6 hits total for the entire club. Drive's homer, Borgner's single, 2 hits for Hayata. She had a double and a single, I think. Cardenas had a single, and Nwanga had a single as well. He also walked, and so did Mustachio, but other than that, not much to speak of for this team. Pitching lines, Bonventre 7 innings, 5 hits, 4 earned runs, a walk, 7 strikeouts, a home run. No quality start, but she does get the win. She's now 2-1 in the year, avenging her loss to the Crocs earlier this season. Cuevas gets the save, his 2nd straight game with the save. He goes the last 2 innings, giving up a hit, a walk, and striking out 2. And on the other side, Wayward takes the loss, 5 2/3, 6 hits, 6 earned runs, 3 walks, a strikeout, 2 home run balls, given up. First loss of the year for her, she falls to 2-1. What do you know? Inning and a third, giving up a hit. At McFarland, 2 scoreless innings, 1 hit given up, and a line drive to the nuts, ruining his mojo. Player of the game is Class Diaz with the 2 RBI homer, followed by Leanne Drive's 2-run homer, and then Buck Swiner getting on base 3 times today with 2 walks and a single, scoring 3 times. Really being the catalyst we needed today. Alright, love to see it as always. Let's keep it going here into game number 2. We're on a 3-game winning streak. 6-5 now on the year. 1 more win puts us above the Crocodons into 2nd place. A loss will keep us in 3rd place. Because right now we are a half game behind them, yes, because the Jacks have not played and they're not going to play before this next game. So, definitely getting down to a good spot here. Taking a look around the league here before we do that. A lot of moves today. Johnson Swanson is cut by the Beagles for Harry Backman as the former Blowfish catcher comes onto the roster. Snag Roper to the Moonstars. He'll replace rookie Jameer Shoei. Herbivores get Landon Fairs. They will cut Marsha Brown. Herbivores basically out of the playoff hunt at this rate. They're sitting currently, I believe, at 1-8. So, yeah, their season is basically over. Harry Owens, solid name. Cut by the Moose for Whopper Big Bopper Batsman. Nice to see Whopper get a spot. Moonstars get Bellamy Balls. They cut Javita Pulo as the ace is gone. Okay. Rocket Ramon to the Overdogs as he will cut Gasser Morris from their roster. He returns home back to his original team. Well, Overdogs have basically given up on the season as well. And Joseph Trunk is cut by the Overdogs. He's replaced by Tarzan Woodburn. Yeah, they definitely gave up now. And guess what? We still have to play the Overdogs. We play them in the final game of the regular season, so it's going to be fun. Blings loses 12 speed, definitely showing his regression early. I figured maybe we could get him to like age 31 before he started doing that, but unfortunately that does not seem to be the case. Hito Moonshada off the hot corners. He's replaced by Kira Nutmeg. Rhonda Horn off the Moose, replaced by Kathy Cul-de-sac. And Brian Lloyd is released by the Moose for Sammy Shigatani. A lot of moves. A lot of teams giving up on their playoff chances. Let's go ahead and sim up to our next game here. We got 2 to get through today, both in our conference. Division leading Grapplers up in the first game. They're taking on the 2nd place Platypi. We're looking to get a little bit closer here with a win. Into the extras. Platypi rally to win 5-4 in 13 innings. Love to see it. Overdogs rally and win in the 11th against the Nemesis 4-2 as they move up into 4th place. So Nemesis are now officially out of playoff contention. With that is their 9th loss. Overdogs, I'm already throwing them out. They have a too high negative run differential, and they're currently 4-8. So I'm saying they're done. On the other side, Moonstars, we already know are out. Herbisaurs are out. Moose are out, and Hot Corners are giving up 2. So those 3 are all out as well. A lot more teams out on that side. On our side, our teams are still mathematically in it, so they're still fighting. They haven't quite given up just yet. Alrighty. We'll preview the pitching matchup in a moment here. We are going to go and look at player development options first. Okay, so the bullpen session is still here for Bonventre. That is nice. Okay. It really wants me to give it to her, but I'll think about it. This one will be here now. Ooh, that is a really good one for Manning. We bring his fielding up. He might become a starter. We got to get that next time for sure. Speed for Boyd. Definitely could use that one as well. That's a nice one. Not as good as this one, but still a good one. Macias. Iffy on this one. Despot. Ooh, that's a nice one. That'll be here next time. Okay. Alright, so it's these 2 up here that are the ones that I like. These are the 2 that are up for experiment right now. All 4 of these will be here next time. Between these 2, this one for Deputy is worth more to us because he's about ready to pitch. And he definitely needs the help in the accuracy department more so than Bonventre needs the help in velocity. But still, these 2 upgrades are nice for 2 young pitchers, so let's go ahead and grab them both. I mean, why not? And then next up, we're going to get this one for Manning, and then if we have enough left over, this one for Despot. Okay, let's go. Getting the 2 velocity for Bonventre up to 91 now, 1 junk to 56. And Deputy getting the velocity and accuracy here, plus 1 velo to 52. Only the 2 accuracy to 45. Still a B, C+, but he is very close to being a B-. Alright, let's jump into this second game here. Oh, forgot to preview the matchup. There's going to be rookie Trenton Deputy on the hill for us, 0-2, 13.50 ERA and a 2.70 whip. Thank God he's fully healed up from his injury he suffered earlier this season. And the Crocodons will counter with Air Lovestone, the former Heaters starter. 1-1 with a 2.33 ERA and a 1.03 whip. So pretty even, C+ versus C+. We'll see who comes out on top. Batting lineup here for Game 2. Winkleson again leading off in center. Worrymore will slide up to the 2 slot, still in right field. Swiner up to the 3 slot as well. He's locked in left. Oliver back in the lineup at catcher. He'll bat 4th. Diaz batting 5th at second base. Daugherty bats 6th at first base. Macias in at third base. We're going to switch him and Daugherty again just because Daugherty's better at third base. She's got the better arm as well. So she'll bat 6th. Macias bats 7th at first base, and Michael is going to get the start at shortstop for the 10th. Boyd, he'll bat 8th. Deputy on the mound will bat number 9. Let's go. Game 2 coming at ya. Alright, looking for our 4th win in a row. That would put us at 7-5 and give us 2nd place in the division. Let's see if we can get it done. So if we win, let's say hypothetically we do win, we'll be at 7-5, we'll be in 2nd place, and our next 2 games is a doubleheader against the division leading Jacks. Ooh, the division implications are real with this one. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. We still got a game to get through. Here we go. Winkleson, Worrymore, and Swiner do up first against Air Lovestone, 5th-year vet. Winkleson leading off, center fielder hitting .429, 3 RBIs on the year. Lovestone's numbers on the year look like this. She is 1-1. Oh, she's their ace. What the fuck is going on here? Lovestone 1-1, a 2.33 ERA and a 1.03 whip. 5 earned runs given up in her 3 starts, totaling 19 1/3 innings. Pardon me, she's thrown over 6 1/3 innings on average, 17 hits surrendered, 3 homers, 1 wild pitch, 3 walks, and 21 strikeouts to lead the team. Batting average against .236. She's having a good year. Ain't gonna lie to you on that one. Interesting. Did not know she became the ace. She's what, a B-? Yes, their pitching staff really is weak. Okay. Starting pitching anyway. Curveball hangs on the first pitch, and that's lined to center. Winkleson on with a leadoff single. Speedster on to start the game, and that'll bring up Worrymore. Right fielder hitting 367. 2 homers, 11 RBIs on the year as he was hitless in the first game. Went 0 for 4. They're going to turn his luck around. Curveball in there at the knees this time, 0-1. Curveball outside, 1-1. Fastball down in the way is low and outside, 2-1. Curveball at the knees, lined up the middle, right to Hayata on the catch, 1 out. That'll bring up Buck Swiner. Left fielder's locked in. He went 1 for 2 in the first game. He hit a single, scored 3 runs, and walked twice. Hitting 341, 2 homers, 6 RBIs on the year. Chased the fastball above the letters, 0-1. Chased it again, 0-2. K-Man now active for Lovestone. Fastball away, line to third, right at Mustachio for the second out. So that explains why Lovestone has so many strikeouts. She got K-Man at some point. Next up, batting fourth is our catcher, Burn Oliver, hitting 361, 1 homer, 5 RBIs. He sat out the first game to rest. Now back in the lineup today. Strike in there at the letters, 0-1. Fastball up and in, line to the gap left center field. That's going to get all the way down and all the way to the wall. And that is going to score our first run of the game as Winkleson gets to around third. Oliver thinking 3 will get back to second as he'll think smartly about this. It is an RBI double, 1-0 Buzzards. That's a K-Man starters. Yes, it seems like that is the trait that everyone's targeting here. I think there's like always one trait they target throughout. I think last time it was like maybe, tough out or something. I can't quite remember, but I think this time they're really focusing in on K-Man for some reason. Diaz up next. He's hitting 326, 5 homers, 10 RBIs on the year. Went 2 for 4 in the first game. He had a 2-run homer and a single. Fastball down in the way is a strike called, 0-1. Fastball away, swung late, 0-2. K-Man active again for Lovestone. Forkball down below the knees, knocked down by Lovestone, but she'll pick it up and fire to first, and that will end the inning. But the Buzzards get the first run on the board thanks to the RBI double by Oliver. Bottom 1, Cardenas, Hayata, and Drive due up. Against rookie, Trenton Deputy. Second baseman Demi Cardenas leads off for the Crocs today. She's hitting 255, 3 homers, 10 RBIs on the year. She'll be facing rookie Trenton Deputy on the hill. Deputy in his first 2 starts has not had the greatest luck. He got injured in his first start where he took a line drive on the 6th pitch of his career against the Jacks. Gave up, I believe, 9 runs in that game. And then he gave up 6 last time out against the Heaters during his second career loss. He's 0-2, 13.50 ERA and a 2.70 whip. He's given up 15 earned runs in 2 starts, totaling only 10 innings, hitting a solid 5 innings every start. 24 hits surrendered, 4 of them homers. He's walked 3 and struck out 2. Batting average against is a pretty gruesome 471. Lineup for the Crocs here in Game 2 looks like this. Cardenas leads off, then it's Hayata at shortstop. Leanne Drive locked in at first base after the home run in Game 1. Harmony Strauss gets the start behind the plate today for the 10th Sosa. Batting 5th, right fielder Naru Bwanga. Batting 6th, veteran left fielder Morton Stamberg in for the 10th Fungo Akuro. Batting 7th, 10th third baseman Mario Mustachio. Batting 8th, center fielder Rolf Borgener. And batting 9th, pitcher Air Lovestone. Deputy ready. Let's get it on. Slider up and away. Fouled off. 0-1. Four-seamer down and in is inside. 1-1. Curveball down and away. Strike called. 1-2. Changeup up. Cardenas fouls it back to stay alive. 1-2. Four-seamer down and in. Chop to first. Just foul. 1-2. Curveball away. Chased it outside, strike 3. First punch up for Deputy, 1 down. Hayata do up next, 357 average, 3 RBIs on the game, the season. Hayata went 2 for 4 in the first game, double, single, and she stole 2 bases and scored a run. Yep, he's trying to get his pension without getting shot. Yep. We're really trying not to let him get shot again. We sent him out there with a vest, so hopefully this time it works. Change him away, grounder to third. Doherty backhands it up the line. That is an easy second out. Next up, Leanne Drive. First baseman homered in the first game. It was a 2-run shot. She hit in 313 on the year with 4 homers and 12 RBIs. First pitch fastball up and away. Strike called, 0-1. Ball down and in. Chop foul, 0-2 the count to Drive. Whiffer activates here. Sliding down in the way. Chased it outside, strike 3. 1-2-3 inning for Deputy. Second punch out of the game. To the second. 1-0 to score. Doherty, Macias, and Michael do up against Lovestone. That's a good start. It's Deputy's best inning in the league so far. This is what he does when he's not injured, so I'm high on his potential. Doherty up leading off the inning, hitting .477 on the air with 1 homer, 7 RBIs. She had 1 hit in the first game, RBI double in the second inning of that contest. Slider down in the way is low and outside, 1-0. Fastball down at the knees. Doherty skies it to center field off the end of the bat, though. Borgner back to the warning track, comes in 2 steps and makes the catch. 1 out. Next up, rookie first baseman Atticus Macias, 1 for 4 in the first game. He had a solo homer, though, in that game. .391 average, 4 homers, 9 RBIs. Slider outside, ball 1. Fastball middle in, strike called, 1-1. Fastball away, fouled off by Macias. 1-2 the count now as K-Man activates. Fastball middle in, 1 hopper to third. Mustachio picks it cleanly, fires the first, 2 outs. Next up, shortstop Chain Michael. He was part of a double switch at the end of game 1. He was at the plate when Ed Manning was thrown out in the 9th inning to end that inning, so he did not get an at-bat that game. He's hitting .333 with 1 RBI on the year. Getting to start today for Ten's Baca Boyd. Curveball hangs and is skied to right center field. That is going to be caught by Borgner in the gap. That will be a 1-2-3 inning for Lovestone. Bottom 2, it's still 1-0. Strauss, Wonga, and Stanberg do up for the Crocs. Leading off, catcher Harmony Strauss. She pinch hit in game 1 and was a flyout victim. Hitting .208, 1 homer, 3 RBIs on the year, which is active for her. Getting the start today for 10's Finley Sosa. First pitch fastball down and in, grounded to short. Backhanded by Michael, who'll make the play, 1 out. Next up is Wonga, the right fielder, hitting .273, 2 homers, 8 RBIs on the year. He went 1 for 4 in the first game with a single and a stolen base. Change up down and away, outside, ball 1. Seamer up and in, inside, 2-0. Slider down and in, low, off the from down in the way, line to first. Macias dives, makes that catch. Nice play, Rook. 2 down. Good reactions there at first. Yeah. Yes, Michael only does have that measly 20-something power. That's probably a good swing for him. Next up, veteran left fielder Morton Stanberg off the bench today for the Crocs, hitting .250. He did not get to play in game 1. It's fastball up and away, outside, ball 1. Change it down and in, low, 2-0. Slider middle away, leaks over the middle plate, and that is a base hit for Stanberg, as that'll be the first hit today for the Crocs. He'll be on with a 2-out single to extend the inning here for the 7-hitter, Mario Mustachio, the third baseman. He's tense, hitting .255, 2 homers, 4 RBIs on the year. Mustachio went 0 for 3 in the first game. Down and away, lined up the middle, that is a base hit. Back-to-back singles here, put the Crocs in business with 2 down. Coming to the plate is center fielder Rolf Borgner, who drove in 2 of their 6 runs last game. Or sorry, 2 of their 4 runs last game. We had 6. Hitting .359, 2 homers, 8 RBIs on the year. First pitch curveball down and in, inside and low, ball 1. First seamer up and away is outside, 2-0. Slider up and in, strike called, 2-1. Change it down and in, fouled off, 2-2. Seamer down and away, chased it, strike 3. Third punch out for Deputy, and he gets out of the jam. Good pitch in Trenton to the third. It's 1-0 still. Deputy will lead us off. Then it'll be Winkleson and Worrymore. Yes, it seems like he is a line drive magnet for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of how low rated he is. Just like how softly he throws it, it's easier for them to time it back up the middle. Speaking of Deputy, he'll be leading off, 1 for 4 in his career at the plate. He has singled in a run back in his first career start when he was injured and probably had a concussion. He still managed to help his cause, even though it was a losing effort. First fastball at the knees, chopped to second, right at Cardenas. That is an easy first out. Next up, Winkelson. He led off the game with a single and scored on the double in the first inning by Diaz, I believe. Was it Diaz? Might have been. I don't remember. Fastball outside. Ball 1. Fork ball at the knees. Skied by Winkelson into right field. Back a few steps, Wonga. He'll make the catch. 2 outs. Next up, Worrymore 0 for 1 today. Lined out to short his first time up. Fork ball away. Ball 1. So that was just outside. Slider is outside as well. 2-0 the count to Worrymore. Cranks up. Takes a fastball away for a strike. 2-1. Fastball up and in, swung through it late. 2-2 as Whiffer activates, as well as K-Man. Fastball middle in, line to third, leaping Mustachio to his left, makes the catch, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Lovestone. Bottom 3, it's still 1-0. 9-1-2 do it for the Crocs here. Lovestone, Cardenas, and Hayata. Lovestone leading off, hitting .375. 1 RBI in the year for her. Getting her first at bat of the game against Deputy. Fastball up and in, inside, 1-0. Seamer up and away, strike called, 1-1. Change it down and away, strike called, 1-2. Slider down at the knees, grounder to third, 1 hopper to Doherty, she'll make the stop, 1 out. Next up, the Cardenas, 0 for 1 today with a strikeout swing. First time up, she's 0 for 1. First pitch curveball down and away, in the dirt, ball 1. Change it down and in. Grounder in the hole to first, past the diving Macias into right field. That is a base hit. Cardenas on with her first hit today. She's 1 for 2. 1 down runner at first here for Hayata. 0 for 1 today with the line out. First pitch slider down and away. Outside, ball 1. First seamer up and away. High, 2-0. Curveball down and away. Check swing strike called, 2-1. Slider up, taken high, 3-1. Receiver low, chased it, full count now. Change it down and in, fouled off. Hayata stays alive. Slider down and away. Line foul past the diving Macias. We'll do it again. Count remains full. Receiver up and in. Chased it inside and popped up behind second. Diaz there on the grass makes the catch. 2 outs. Next up is Leanne Drive, 0 for 1 today and currently locked in. Struck out her first time up as well. First pitch to her, change up down and in is inside. Ball 1. Slider at the knees, line deep to center field. Drive got all of that one. It is off the batter's eye again. This time it is much higher than her first one in game 1. Another 2-run homer for Drive, her 5th of the year. That makes it 2-1 as the Crocs take the lead. She crushed the low slider, dead center. 455 feet that time. Next up, Strauss 0 for 1 today with outside pitch active as Deputy manages to not get tense. I'm impressed with his fortitude here. Fastball middle in, line to left center field. Winkelson going over, lays out, makes the catch, and that saves a double. Great play by the sophomore as that ends the inning. To the 4th, we're down 2-1 though after the home run by Drive. It's hard to line up for us though. Swiner, Oliver, and Diaz. Swiner leads off the inning. He's 0 for 1 today. Fork ball away, strike called, 0-1. Fastball outside, 1-1. Fastball up and in, line to right center, over the diving second baseman. That is a base hit. Little dump shot there for Swiner. He is 1 for 2 today. Thank you. That was a very good catch. Definitely saved our bacon. Oliver up next. He had an RBI double his first time up. He is 1 for 1 today. Bad jumps active for Swiner at first. Slider at the knees, lined into center field, but it's right to Borgner this time. 1 out. Got to bring up Diaz. He's 0 for 1 today. Pardon me. Fastball up and in is high. Ball 1. Strike up and in this time on the heater. 1-1. Slider at the knees. Diaz lines at the left center field shallow, but Stanberg will get there. 2 down. Lovestone now locked in, and that'll bring up Doherty. 0 for 1 today. Fastball low, ball 1. Fastball at the knees, lined at the middle, base hit for Doherty, and that makes her 1 for 2 as that 2-out single will keep the inning alive. First and second now with 2 down. Now to bring up Macias, 0 for 1 today with a fly out his first time up. Looking to do some damage. Fastball down in the way, called a strike as it caught the low corner. Lovestone down to neutral mojo, 0-1 the count. Fastball middle in, breaks his bat as it's grounded to third. Mustachio to first in time, and that ends the inning. Bottom 4, we're still down 1. Wanga, Stanberg, and Mustachio due up against Deputy. Here's Wanga. He's 0 for 1 today. Looking to get something started here in the 4th. First pitch to him, a curveball middle away. Strike called, 0-1. Four-seamer up and in. Strike called, 0-2. Slider down and in. Liner to second. 1 hopper to Diaz will make the play. 1 out. Next up, Stanberg, 1 for 1 today with a single. It's fastball high and away, 0-1. Slider down and in, grounded up the middle, stopped by Deputy, home fire to first, 2 down. Just threw his arm out there and kind of caught it. Next up, Mustachio, 1 for 1 today with a single. First pitch change up, middle of the plate, check swing strike, 0-1 as I kind of fooled him. Seamer away, fouled off, 0-2. Slider up and in. Inside, 1-2. Curveball down and in. Low and in. Good take, 2-2. Seamer away, outside, full count. Change it down and away. Low, ball 4. I think it's the first walk for Deputy today. 2 down, runner at first now for Borgner, 0 for 1 today. First pitch change up down and away. Low, off the catcher's glove. Mustachio will get the second on the wild pitch. 1-0 the count. Seamer down and in. Strike called. 1-1. Slider down and away. Low. 2-1. Seamer down and in. Borgner grounds in and hold a short. Past the diving Michael into left field. Mustachio coming around third. Throw from Swiner is a good one, but it is just late. It's an RBI single for Borgner. It is now 3-1 Crocs. Next up, Lovestone, 0 for 1 today. There's his fastball up. Line to center field. Base hit for Lovestone as she'll keep the inning going. Pitcher now 1 for 2 today as that'll flip it back to the top of the lineup. And Cardenas. Singled last time at the plate. She's 1 for 2. She has also struck out swinging and now has RBI dead active. As Deputy is now tense. First pitch slider away, outside, 1-0. Ball down and away, fouled off, 1-1. Seamer up and in, inside on the check swing, 2-1. Change up low, runners go, swung through it, throw to third, just late. Successful steals for both Borgner and Lovestone. Borgner's second stolen base attempt this year. He's 1 for 2. And for Lovestone, I'm sure that's her first. She's 1 for 1. 2-2 the count now to Cardenas. For a ball middle away. Liner to first. Diving is Macias to make the stop. A flip to Deputy in time, and that will end the inning as Deputy gets out of the jam. But he does give up the run on the RBI single by Borgner as they get an insurance run. Crocs now lead 3-1 to the 5th. Michael, Deputy, and Winkelson due up here against Lovestone. Michael looking to start something here in the 5th inning. He's 0 for 1 today with a fly out to right center. Lovestone locked in again as that fastball's at the knees for a strike, going 1. Chase to below the knees, 0-2 now to Michael. Fastball up, 1 hopper to second. Easy play for Cardenas, 1 out. That brings Deputy to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out his first time up. Fastball away. Strike called. 0-1. Slider away. 1-1. Fastball up. Blooper into right field. That is down for a base hit. Deputy running to first will beat the throw, thankfully. Second career hit for him. He's 1 for 2 today. Runner first one out for Winkleson. 1 for 2 with the single. Flew out to right field his last time up. Check swing high on the heater. Ball 1. Curveball outside. 2-0 the count. Fastball down the middle. Lined up by Winkleson, but he fouls it off. A little late. 2-1. Fastball middle in, turned on by Winkleson. He got it off the end of the bat, though, as it's popped in the left center. Borgner over to make the catch, 2 down. Now to bring up Worrymore. He's 0 for 2 today, intense currently. Looking to get out of his slump. 0 for his last 6. Strike high, 0-1. Work ball low on the check swing, 1-1. Curveball bounces in the dirt, 2-1. Slider inside, 3-1 the count to Worrymore. Check swing outside, ball 4 as that fastball misses. First walk today for Lovestone. First and second with 2 down now for Swiner, who singled last time at the plate. He's 1 for 2. Worrymore back to neutral mode after drawing the walk. Fastball at the knees, swung through it late, 0-1. Check swing high on the 2-seamer, 1-1. Fastball down and in, line up the middle, base hit for Swiner, and that's going to advance the runner station to station as Deputy has to hold at third. Base is loaded now with 2 down, and that'll bring up Oliver with RBI man. He's 1 for 2 today with an RBI double already on his hitting line. Let's see if he can come through, as Lovestone is now no longer locked in, and she's starting to tire up near the 60 pitch mark. Fastball at the knees, 0-1. Workball at the knees, chopped up the middle. That's a seeing eye single base hit for Oliver. 2 runs are going to score on the single. It is 4-2 or 3-3 as we're back in it. And runner at third now. Runners at the corners for Diaz. He's 0 for 2. Good swing there by Oliver. He's driven in all 3 of our runs today as he's finally coming alive in his sophomore season. Keep the rally going. Fastball outside, ball 1. Fastball up and away, chopped in the hole. Diving is Cardenas to make the stop. She'll fire to first in time, and that will save another run. Good play by Cardenas to get out of the jam, but the Buzzards get 2 on the single by Oliver. 3-3 to the bottom of the 5th. Hayata, Drive, and Strauss do up against Deputy. Good clutch hitting there from Oliver as the catcher comes through. Hayata leads off the inning. Shortstop's 0 for 2 today against Deputy. First pitch curveball up and in. Strike called on the check swing, 0-1. That was going to be a strike anyway. Fastball at the knees, line to short. Lunging to his left is Michael to make the catch, 1 out. Next up, Drive. She had a 2-run homer last time up. She's 1 for 2 today. First pitch fastball up and away. Driven by Drive to right field, hit pretty well. Worrymore looks up. It is off the railing. That is a home run. Second of the game for Drive and her 3rd here in the doubleheader. That's her 6th total, and that gives the Crocs the lead again. It is 4-3. Just can't pitch to her right now. Next up, Strauss, 0 for 2 today. Now hitting under 200 today on the season. Just change up middle in, fouled off, 0-1. Slider down and in, drop back to Deputy. He makes the stop, fires the first, 2 outs. Now to bring up Wanga, he's 0 for 2 today. First pitch slider down, foul, 0-1. Four-seamer up and away. Loop down the left field line. Swiner coming in. He'll get there, and that ends the inning. But Deputy gives up the lead on the 2nd homer of the game for Leanne Drive. 4-3 to the 6th. Doherty, Macias, and Michael with Doherty up. Deputy up 4th. Doherty leads off the inning. 1 for 2 today with the single. Facing the tiring Lovestone. Still trying to recover from last inning as that first pitch slider is in there at the knees. 0-1. Curveball's inside, 1-1. Slider middle in, off the middle of the bat. Deputy misses it. It's skied to left center. Rolf makes the catch, 1 out. Next up, Macias. He's 0 for 2 today. Curveball middle of the zone, grounded up the middle, base hit for Macias. He's 1 for 3 as he'll reach here with his first hit of the game. Runner first, 1 down for Michael. Grounded out to second last time up. He's also flown out to right center. He's 0 for 2. Fastball middle in on the first pitch, popped up, shallow left center. Out for it is the shortstop Hayata. She'll make the catch, 2 down. Trenton Deputy up next. He's 1 for 2 today with a single to start the rally last inning. Let's see his pitch count. He's at 69. Nice. I think I can get one more inning out of him, so I'm going to let him bat here. This is probably a dumb idea, but that's my gut call here. Fastball up, lined into right field. Another base hit for Deputy. He is going to be 2 for 3 today. First and second now at 2 down. Next up, Winkelson, 1 for 3 with a single. Flew out last time up. Looking to drive in a run. Fastball up and away. Blooper to right center field. That is going to get down in front of Wonga for a base hit. Throw to third is late. It's a double for Winkelson. We're tied at 4. Winkelson comes in clutch, and that'll bring out Worrymore 0 for 2. He walked last time at the plate. First time he's been on base in the doubleheader. Let's see if he can get his first hit, as Lovestone's now tense. Forkball down and in, caught in the inside corner, 0-1. Forkball bounces off the plate this time, 1-1. Fastball up, line to short, right at Hayata, though. Bad luck for Worrymore continues as that ends the inning. But the Buzzards tie it up on the double by Winkelson. 4-4 to the bottom of the 6th. Stanberg, Mustachio, and Borgener are due up for the Crocs. Stanberg leads off, 1 for 2 today with the single. And he will be pinch hit for, actually, by Ella Royds as she'll take over duties in right field, which will move Wonga to left field, I believe. Or is that going to move Wonga to center and Borgener to left? It'll move Wonga to left, okay. Royds hitting .600 on the year with 2 RBIs. First pitch fastball middle in. Strike called, 0-1. Change it down and away. Chop foul, 0-2. Slider up and away. Outside, 1-2. Curveball up. Turned on by Royds and fouled off, 1-2. Four-seamer down and away. Chopped to the right of the mound. Into no man's land it is. Diaz to first in time. Just beat her to first. Jesus Christ, guys. Giving me heart palpitations. 1 down. Next up, Mustachio, 1 for 1 today with a single and a walk. Last time at the plate. First pitch change it down in the way. Outside, ball 1. Fastball up and in. Ripped into right field. That's going to be a base hit for Mustachio. He is 2 for 2 today. And now he's back to neutral mojo. Next up, Borgener. He singled in a run last time up. He is 1 for 2. Fastball down and away. Strike called. 0-1. Curveball down and in. Low in the dirt. Good block by Oliver. 1-1. Slider up and in. High. 2-1. Change it down and in. Check swing low. 3-1. Seamer middle of the plate. Crushed by Borgener to right field. That was a hanger, and that is gone. Third of the year for Borgener, and that gives the Crocs the lead again. It is 6-4. Fuck. Lovestone up next, 1 for 2 with a single. She'll be pinch hit for, actually, by normal starting center fielder Willie Bacon, who's still healing from an injury. He's hitting .194 on the year with 2 RBIs. First pitch from Deputy, curveball in the dirt, ball 1. Deputy now tense. Fastball down and in, grounded up the middle, base hit for Bacon. That'll keep the rally going here for the Crocodons. That'll bring up Cardenas, 1 for 3 with a single, and that is going to do it here for Deputy. He goes 5 1/3 innings. He gives up 10 hits, 1 walk, 6 earned runs on 3 home run balls. He has recorded his longest start of his career, but he couldn't get through the 6th. I was hoping he would. Unfortunately, he just came apart at the seams because he was tired. Coming out of the bullpen for us is going to be all about that base, Pewter base, as he will take over on the mound. Pewter on the year is 1-0. He has a 3.68 ERA and a 1.77 WHIP. 3 earned runs given up in 5 appearances. He's gotten 1 save, 7 1/3 innings pitched, 10 hits surrendered. 1 of them a homer. He's walked 3 and struck out 7. Batting average against right now is .323. Slider away. Check swing strike, 0-1. Two-seamer down and in. Inside, 1-1. Curveball down and away. Grounded to second. Diaz over. Fires the second one. Michael to first. In-time double play, and that gets him out of the inning. Good pitching by Base. Coming out of the bullpen is Splash Cashmore over for Bacon. To the seventh, it's 6-4. Heart of the lineup up for the Buzzards to try and get back in it. Swiner, Oliver, and Diaz due up. Fastball, strike at the letters, 0-1 from Cashmore, as we'll take a look at his numbers on the season. Splash on the year is 1-1. He has a 1.74 ERA and a 1.45 WHIP. 9 game appearances, he's given up 2 earned runs. 10 in the third innings pitched is the most out of the bullpen. 9 hits surrendered, 1 homer, 1 hit batsman, 4 strikeouts, and 6 walks. Batting average against for him on the year is .231. He's already ahead 0-1 here on Swiner. And for the defensive changes, with Royd staying in the game in right field, she will move Wonga over to left. 0-1 pitch coming. Change of low, ball 1. At 1-1 the count as Cashmore comes out of the bullpen tense. Heater inside, 2-1. Fastball low, 3-1 as walk prone activates as well for Cashmore, making his non-existent accuracy basically 0. And that is inside, and that is a 5-pitch walk Swiner will reach to start the inning. That brings the tying run to the plate. Here is Oliver, 2 for 3 today. He's doubled in 1 run and singled in 2 last time at the plate. He is 2 for 3. Change it down and then ripped hard, foul, 0-1. Fastball away, 1-1. That's outside. Fastball down the middle, crushed by Oliver into right center field. That's going to get over Royds, and that's going to hit off the wall. That'll be extra bases for Oliver. Coming around third is Swiner. He's going to score. 4th RBI today for Oliver. It is now 6-5 as he's having the game of his life. That is a career high in RBIs for him. Next up, Diaz 0 for 3. It is a career high in RBIs, also career high in a game for him as well. Diaz hitless today 0 for 3. Fastball in there, 0-1. Fastball away in the dirt, 1-1. Fastball up and in, swung late, 1-2 the count. Fastball down and in, chopped, knocked down by Cashmore, and no man's land behind the mound. Diaz will beat it. Oh, no, he got thrown out. Damn, I thought he had it. Still runner to third on the fielder's choice. 1 down. Now to bring up Doherty, 1 for 3 today with the single today. Looking to work some magic here. Fastball outside, misses from Cashmore, ball 1. That one is high on the heater, 2-0. Doherty winds up, takes fastball low, 3-0. Walk prone activates again. Fastball just caught the inside corner, 3-1. Fastball middle of the plate, Doherty skies it to left center field. That's going to get the job done. Wonga in front of the warning track makes the catch for the second out. Oliver will tag, and he will score. It is a sac fly for Doherty. We're tied at 6. Next up, Macias. Cutter up and away, strike called, 0-1. Changing fastball down and in, chop to second. Easy play for Cardenas. That ends the inning. Cashmore, though, blows the lead as that's 2 runs for the Buzzards. We're tied at 6. Bottom of the 7th we go. Hayata, Drive, and Strauss due up against Base. Hayata 0 for 3 today. The leads off the inning. First pitch 4-seamer away. Hayata hits it off the end of the bat to left field. Swiner back to the warning track. He will make the catch, 1 out. Almost ran out of room there. Next up is Drive, 2 for 3 today. She's hit 2 homers and driven in 3 runs. Last time up, it was a solo homer. Time before that, it was a 2-run homer. First pitch curveball down and in, fouled off, 0-1. 2-seamer middle in, strike called, 0-2. Came in active for Base against Whiffer. 4-seamer up and away, chased it, strike 3. First punch up for Base out of the bullpen, 2 down. I'll bring up Strauss, 0 for 3 today. First pitch curveball down and in, inside, ball 1. 4-seamer up and in. Turned on and hit in the foul territory on the right side. Worrimer over near the seats. Runs out of room. 1-1 the count. 2-seamer down and in. Low, 2-1. Slider middle in. Way inside, 3-1. 4-seamer down. Low, ball 4. First walk from Base as Strauss will reach to extend the inning with 2 down. That'll bring up Wongo for 3. First pitch 2-seamer down and away. Outside and low, ball 1. 4-seamer down and in. Grounded in the hole to short. Backhanded by Michael. He'll fire to first in time, and that ends the inning. Good pitching from base as he gets through the 7th to the 8th. We're still tied at 6. Michael, base, and Winkelson due up. Michael leads off 0 for 3 today against Cashmore. Let's see. Base has only thrown 14 pitches, so I can get one more inning out of him with his stamina. So if Michael gets on, we'll bunt. If not, I'll have to pinch hit. I don't have a choice with it being a close game. Fastball down the middle, swung through it as Michael whiffs. He does that a lot. 0-1. Whiffed again. Fastball in the dirt. 0-2. Chased it again. 0-3, but it gets by Strauss. Can he beat him down the line? No. Good effort, though. Michael now tense, and that'll bring up base. So a pinch hitter will be coming up. Coming off the bench for us is going to be second baseman Nathaniel Hurls with the power of his right-hander boost. Hitting 125 on the year, though. Hurls is 1 for 8. Looking to turn it around. Facing the tense Cashmore. Fastball outside, ball 1. Fastball middle in, line to center field, and there's the second hit of the year for Nathaniel Hurls as he'll reach here with 1 down. Pinch hit single for him. That's going to bring up Winkelson, 2 for 4 today. Double single and an RBI on the cards. Coming out of the bullpen is the left-handed closer, Ricky McFarland, who took a line drive to the nuts in the first game, but he did manage to throw a scoreless 2 innings. Let's see what he does here in this outing. McFarland on the year, no record, a 1.50 ERA and an 0.67 whip, 6 appearances, 3 saves recorded, 1 earned run given up, 4 hits surrendered with 2 strikeouts. Batting average against 190 on the year for Ricky. Here we go. Fastball low to Winkelson, ball 1. Slider hangs, lined in the middle. That's a base hit for Winkelson, his 3rd hit today. He is 3 for 5. That is going to bring up Worrymore, 0 for 3 today with a walk. Currently tense right now. Contact for his left-hander active, though. Fastball down in the way, a strike, 0-1. Slider in the dirt, chased. Off the catcher's glove, both runners will have to hold. 0-2 the count to Worrymore as Whiffer activates here. Fastball high, ball 1. 1-2 the count. Outside, 2-2. Slider away, Worrymore fights it off, fouls it off. Still 2-2 Worrymore as both runners are going to score, and Royds bobbles it at the wall. Worrymore is going to turn this into a triple. He beats the throw. It is 8-6 Buzzards. So that is a double, and an error by Royds allows him to get to 3rd, I believe. Yes, they gave her an error for that. So 2 RBI double there for Worrymore. It's 8-6 Buzzards as that'll bring up Swiner to the plate, who's locked in. Facing the now tense McFarland. Infield in here, trying to protect the runner at 3rd as that fastball is low, ball 1. Fastball up, chased it high, 1-1. Fastball up and away, chased it again, 1-2. Chased that fastball outside, 2 down. First punch up for McFarland, that'll bring up Oliver. RBI man active again for Byrne. He's got 2 doubles, a single, and 4 RBIs today. Looking for his 5th. Fastball pitch out, they're going to walk him. They want nothing to do with him, and I don't blame him. It's going to be an intentional walk here to Oliver, first for McFarland. Third walk of the game for the Crocodiles pitching staff. Runners at the corners, 2 down for Diaz. Rookie is 0 for 4 today, looking to get his first hit. Fastball up high, ball 1. Fastball up, lined into center field, and Diaz comes through. He's going to drive in Worrymore to give us the insurance run. It is now 9-6. That brings Daugherty to the plate, 1 for 3 with an RBI on a sac fly last time up. She's also singled. McFarland out, coming out of the bullpen, right-hander Carla Tolbert, who did not pitch in the first game of the doubleheader. Tolbert's numbers on the year, she is 1-1 with a 5 ERA and a 1.89 whip. 5 earned runs given up in her 8 appearances, 1 save recorded, 9 innings pitched, 9 hits surrendered, 8 walks, 8 strikeouts. Batting average against for her on the year, .250. Looking to get out of this jam. Fastball down the middle, swung late, 0-1. Fastball outside, 1-1. Slider middle in. Doherty crushes it to center field, but she just missed it. Right to Morgner goes, and that ends the inning. But the Buzzards get 3 in the inning as we take the lead. It is 9-6. All right, we're going to make a double switch here so that way the pitcher does not have to bat next inning. We are going to bring in... Shit. I can't double switch, can I, yet? Fuck. Okay. Yeah, actually, maybe we can. Give me a second. I think I can math this. All right, if we put Hurls at third, move him to shortstop. Michael can play third, I think, right? Well, we're going to go Greenman out of the bullpen here. Let's see. We're going to take off Doherty, but let's see. Macias can play third. Michael can play second. We're looking to get him out. Diaz can only play second. Okay. Okay, yeah, I got this. All right, I know what I'm doing. All right, so yeah, Doherty's coming out, and Greenman is in. Bottom 8, we're up 3 now. It is 9-6. Royds, Mustachio, and Borgner due up. Ella Royds leads off over for 1 today. Tense after making an error in the field last inning. She'll be the first batter to face Greenman. Let's make this position changes here. We are moving Hurls to shortstop. And we are putting in Ed Manning at third base, so the pitcher does not have to bat next inning. All right. Greenman on the year. Let's have a look at his numbers, making his first appearance of the doubleheader. Greenman no record, an 8.22 ERA and a 1.96 WHIP. 7 earned runs given up in his 5 appearances with 1 save recorded. 7 2/3 innings pitched, 13 hits surrendered, 2 walks, 2 homers, 1 hit batsman, and 7 strikeouts. Batting average against for him on the year, 371. First pitch fastball down and away, low, ball 1. Four-seamer up and in, fouled off, 1-1. Slider down and in, chased it in the dirt, 1-2. Two-seamer away, line to second, right at Diaz will make the catch, 1 out. Next up, Mustachio, 2 for 2 today. He's singled twice and walked. He's back to neutral mojo now, but Specialist is working against him. First pitch two-seamer up and away, strike called, 0-1. Four-seamer down and in, inside, 1-1. Two-seamer up and in, fouled off, 1-2. Slider down and away. Chased it, strike 3. First punch up for Greenman, 2 down. Mustachio tense once more, and that'll bring up Borgner. So a 2-run homer last time up. He is 2 for 3 today. He's also singled in a run. 3 RBIs total for Rolf today. First pitch fastball up and away. Strike out, outside, ball 1. Slider away. Strike call, 1-1. Two-seamer middle in. Check swing strike, 1-2 the count. Four-seamer up and in. Check swing high, 2-2. Slider away. Outside, full count. Composed activates for Greenman here. Two-seamer up and away. Line to center field. Winkelson back a few steps. Ball's right at him, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Greenman. To the 9th. We're still up 3 as we look for some more insurance. Macias, Manning, and Hurls due up. Bottom 3 in the lineup to face Tolbert. Macias leads off. He's 1 for 4 today with a single. We can keep his hitting going. Change up at the knees, a strike called, 0-1. Cutter up and in, blooper to center field and shallow, in on a Borgner, he'll make the catch, 1 out. Next up, Ed Manning, third baseman, batting 1,000 on the year. He pinch hit in game 1 and got a single. Was thrown out trying to steal a base. He's also driven in a run on the year. Change up in there, strike called, 0-1. Cutter up and in, blooper to center field, and Manning will keep his 1,000 batting average alive as he drops it in front of Borgner. He's on with 1 down. Next up, Hurls, 1 for 1 today with a single. Powerless right-hander still active here for him. So he got the rally started last inning. Cutter outside, strike call, 0-1. Cutter high, 1-1. Cutter away, grounded to third, Mustachio to second, 1. Cardenas to first, double play, and that ends the inning. Bottom 9, we're still at 3. Tolbert, Cardenas, and Hayata due up against Greenman, who's going for the 2-inning save. Pitcher slot due up first. Pinch hitter for the Crocs is catcher Finley Sosa, who is tense. Hitting .233 with a homer, 2 RBIs, and Specialist active against him. First pitch slider up and away. Strike called, 0-1. Slider middle of the plate. Fouled off, 0-2. Four-seamer up and in. breaks the bat of Sosa as he pops it up into foul territory. Manning over in the coaching box, makes the catch, 1 out. Next up, Cardenas, 1 for 4 with a single. Four-seamer down and away, lined in the right, past the diving Diaz. That is a base hit. Second hit for Cardenas. She's 2 for 5 today. Next up, Hayata, 0 for 4. Two-seamer down and in. Line foul, 0-1. Four-seamer down and away, outside, 1-1. Slider middle in, inside, 2-1. Two-seamer up and away, strike called, 2-2. Slider down and in. Hayata chops a foul. She'll stay alive. Four-seamer down and away. Lined up the middle. Base hit. That'll bring the tying run to the plate for the Crocodons. First and second, 1 down. Here's drive. 2 for 4 today. She's hit 2 homers and driven in 3 runs. First pitch slider down and away. Outside. 1-0. Two-seamer down and in. Line to third. Manning dives off his body into the no man's land behind third base. That is going to be an RBI single for drive. It is 9-7. Runners at the corners now with 1 down. Go ahead run at the plate and Strauss over 3 with the walk. Two-seamer down and in. Strike called. 0-1. Fastball up and in is high. 1-1. Slider middle in. Grounded to second. Diaz flips the second 1, hurls the first, double play, and that ends the game as we cut the rally off in the 9th. And we sweep our second consecutive doubleheader. We're now on a 4-game winning streak, and we have moved up to 2nd place in the division. Buzzards win in Game 2, 9-7, the final. You love to see it. Better offensive day for both clubs. First game score was 6-4. This time it's 9-7. Both clubs really upped their game, but we came out on top in the back and forth contest. Batting lines, everybody got a hit today, I think, of the starters, except Chaim Michael. He was 0 for 4. Bench players Hurls and Manning each got a hit. And on the other side, forgot our RBIs. Bern Oliver, career high 4 RBIs today in this game. He had a RBI double, 2 RBI single, and another RBI double in the game. Worrymore had 2 RBIs on a double. Winkelson, an RBI double. Diaz, an RBI single. Doherty, a RBI and a sac fly. On the other side for the Crocs, hitless today, Strauss, Wanga, and Royds, who came off the bench. And also the pinch hitter Sosa. 3 RBIs today for Rolf Borgner. He had a 2-run homer and an RBI single. Leanne Drive had 2 home runs. She had a 2-run homer, a solo homer, and she drove in a runner on a single in the last inning. Other than that, no one else in their offense was able to drive in any runs. Pitching lines, Trenton Deputy, the rookie, 5 in the 3rd innings, 10 hits, 6 earned runs given up, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 3 home run balls. He stays at 0-2, no decision for him. Peter Bass gets the win out of the bullpen as he goes inning and 2/3, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He improves to 2-0 on the year. And Greenman gets the 2-inning save as he almost blows it in the 9th, but manages to get a clutch double play ball. 3 hits given up, 1 earned run, 1 strikeout. 2nd save of the year for him. For the Crocs, 6 innings out of Lovestone, 10 hits, 4 earned runs, a walk, no quality start. Cashmore inning in the 3rd, 2 hits, 3 earned runs, a walk, and a strikeout. He takes the loss, he falls to 1-2. Ricky McFarland, the 3rd of an inning, gives up 3 hits, an earned run, a walk, and a strikeout. And Tolbert, inning in the 3rd, 1 hit given up. Player of the game, Leanne Drive, for her 2 home run day, followed by Bern Oliver with his 4 RBIs on 3 hits. And Rolf Borgner, the 3rd place finisher, he had 3 RBIs with a 2-run homer as well. Not bad at all. Love to see it. Another sweep. Alrighty, we're now in talks for the division title this year. Because we're now sitting at 7-5. We're only a game and a half out of first. Jacks are going to play once here before the next game, which is a doubleheader against them, so we'll see how this goes for them. Let's sim up to it and find out. Grapplers taking on the Platypi here. Platypi rally, but lose 11-7 this time in 10 innings as the Grapplers split that doubleheader with them. Overdogs blow the Jacks out of the water 7-3. We're now a game out of first place. Love to see it. Sandcats win in 10 over the Blowfish 5-3. Then the Blowfish win 4-0. And so that's another split in the doubleheader. Moose beat up on the last place Herbisaurs in a shutout 4-0. Freebooters rally but lose in 10 innings to the Hot Corners 5-4. Hate to see it. Sawteeth blowing the Sandcats out of the water here. They win 11-6. Okay. So with that, Sandcats at 8-8 with a negative run differential. They're also out of playoff contention at this point. So we have eliminated 5 teams on the other side. So right now it is a 5-team race in the Super Conference for 4 playoff spots. And then on our side, we can eliminate the Overdogs and the Nemesis. So those 2 are out. Everyone else is still mathematically in, although I'm going to put the wide loads out as well. They're currently at 6-7 with a negative 19 run differential. There's no way on God's given earth that they are going to make the playoffs with that bad of a run differential. So we're eliminating 3 teams on our side. So that makes it a 7-team race for 4 playoff spots. Very competitive this year on our side. And we're going to be facing the division-leading Jacks next episode in another doubleheader. We had 3 back-to-back doubleheaders this season. I hate schedulers. Alrighty, let's look around the league first before we get any previews. PJ Andrews, plus 10 accuracy. Big roll. Man's up to an A-. Strong. Rory Crowds to the Hot Corners. He'll replace Dante Walls, as they have given up on the season even more so than before. Bonventre, plus 4 junk. She's up to a B+. Love to see it. Sandcats sign Preston Anonymous as they cut Anton Goodwood, one of their veterans. Spill Warrymore, -1 on the contact department because of his slump right now. Hate to see it. Nemesis signed Nori Miyoshi as they cut Javi Yotter. Nemesis finally given up. And the Overdogs signed Murky Nubswubbles as they replace /Trips. So Trips is no longer on their roster. Just think, 2 seasons ago he wins the MVP. Makes the playoffs twice with the Jacks, and now he's a free agent. Made the wrong career move, /. Alright, player development options. We had some big ones. Okay. So arm for Blings. That would be nice. Very nice indeed. Only 1 contact for Spool. Maybe not worth it. It's pretty cheap, though. Big one for Manning. I love this one. This one's my favorite, I think. Macias, this one I'm iffy on. I'm probably not going to get it since Macias is 28 already. This one for Boyd is a solid one. He could definitely use some extra speed out there. And I like this one for Despot as well. But it's only a 10% chance to expire, so... let's see. I'm definitely getting this one for Manning, so let's grab that and see what kind of money we have left over. Alrighty, gonna get 3 contact. Okay, did not get the big roll there, but that's fine. I was hoping I would get the 12 on that one. That's the one I wanted to be a big roll. Still a C+, but he's getting a little bit better and a little bit more playable. If he had gotten to B-, he'd probably be the starter at third base. Alright, so we don't have enough money to get this for Despot. If we get this for Warrymore, we're not going to have enough money to get both of these next time. So I think the smart thing here is to save and hope for the best. So I think we're going to do that, because this one, really, we're only getting 1 contact out of it. It's not really worth it. So we're just going to ignore this one, let it expire. If this one for Boyd is not here next time, we can get this one for Despot and this one for Blings, because Blings needs the arm as a catcher, and Despot really needs the junk and accuracy. So that works out for us. Alrighty, let's preview the first game of the doubleheader next episode against the Jacks. On the mound for them will be their ace, Yolanda Cooper. Southpaw is 0-1 with a 3.94 ERA and a 150 whip. And for us, it'll be our ace, left-hander Jude Hokey. 2-1 with a 5.31 ERA and an 0.98 whip. Definitely going to be an interesting doubleheader, because this is basically for the division lead. If we sweep the doubleheader, we take the division lead from the Jacks. If it's a split, we still stay in second place a game back. And if we lose, we fall to third place, because the Crocodons are going to be right there on our heels. So yeah, this next episode is going to determine who's probably going to win the division. Alright, we'll set the lineup here and call it a day. Alrighty, so the game lineup for Game 1 next time will look like this. It'll be Winkelson leading off in center, Warrymore in right, Swiner locked in left field, and Oliver in the cleanup slot again at catcher, Diaz batting 5th at second, Doherty batting 6th at first, Boyd batting 7th, back in the lineup at shortstop, Macias in at third base. We're swapping Macias and Doherty because Doherty's the better fielder, so she needs to be at third. And Hokie will be on the mound batting ninth. Alrighty, and that is going to do it for this massive episode here today, everybody. Big sweep of the Crocodons. We win for the first game 6-4, and then we win the second game 9-7. Sorry. With that sweep, we move into sole possession of second place as the Crocodons fall to third. We are a half game ahead of them, 1 game out of first, and next episode is a big doubleheader against the division leaders, the Jacks. So everything's going to be on the table next episode, so tune in then to find out who will be in possession of the division lead moving into the last quarter of the season. If you made it this deep in the video, guys, obviously thank you so much. I love all the support as always. Love seeing everyone in the chat stopping by and saying hi. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the follow button down below to be notified when I go live on Twitch. And if you haven't already on YouTube, go ahead and hit the like, follow, and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment if you feel like it. Until next time, everybody, this is the Nasty One, signing off.